Hey, so this is going to be a quick video on crypto tips, and let's jump right in. So right now, as you know, the market has been a lot more volatile. For some of you who have been on the bandwagon, you're experiencing some of the fears that many have probably had before. And we have been seeing a fluctuation going up and down in the market. So at this point, I would recommend to those who are in the market to take a hard look at who they have that is giving them advice and guidance, and see if you're doing this alone, if you know what you're doing. Do you have mentors? Do you have books on this? This is such a new market. There's not so much enough research that you can really make accurate guesses. But if you do have a sense of community with people, they can help you, especially if you're looking at this in the long run. So unfortunately, for many of you, you may have to wait. You may have to play the waiting game for about 10, 15 years. You may not. We don't know what this market's really going to do. But the best advice I can offer, and again, this isn't financial advice. This is just what I would do. This is just educational discussion. But what I would offer myself would be to, at this point, look for people who are in this activity and in this world, and try to surround myself with those who can potentially help me out. Now, if you don't know how to do that, I would start locally. See if you can meet with someone who you can look into their eyes and shake their hand, get a glimpse of the kind of attitude they have, and see if there's someone that's willing to offer you some help and assistance. You may have to pay for this. It could be a monetary transaction, but if you can provide a different sort of value, that can look like a lot of different things. But if you can provide that sort of value, and I would say some sort of barter, if you have a skill set, like I make videos, for example. Maybe I can make videos for someone, and they could give me some sort of consultation advice or whatnot. Things like that, of that nature. Then you have an opportunity to really pick their brain on some of these things. If you can't do that, then I would recommend that you focus primarily on joining groups, and I recommend things like Facebook groups. There's Reddit, you have Pinterest, Quora, then you have YouTube, which is a great community. I really like and appreciate the YouTube community personally. You have the Instagram community. I don't really dabble on some of the other social media platforms, but YouTube's the second biggest search engine in the world. So you're going to find a lot of information, and then you'll find a lot of people there as well. So it should link you up with quite a few people who can help you. There are some solid YouTubers that really like crypto. You got guys like me, Kevin, that like crypto a lot. And he might be hard to reach. And, I've talked to him a couple of times. He seems like a really good family-oriented guy that seems to really appreciate when people can do better, get better. So someone like him could be really helpful and instrumental in you really achieving some of these advising tips. So see what you can do there. Also take a look into the Discords, because there's a lot of opportunity, and emails through that avenue. A lot of times leaving a comment might go unnoticed, but often leaving a comment, if it's a really profound comment or something that can be an emotional effect, it can go a long way. And then there will be a lot of people who will co-sign on your comment, like it. And often the author of the video will go back and read your comment and try to address it. So if you have something that you can say that maybe is something that other people are thinking, definitely go ahead and try to put that information out there and see if you can get some good information from that person. And again, if you have a good question, you might want to take that question and shop it around to multiple sources, whether that's Reddit, then Facebook groups, then YouTube, or say you're on one platform like YouTube, like I like to be on YouTube, then go to a few different videos. Maybe you might go to a guy like Graham Stephan. Maybe you might go to another young bull like me, Kevin. Maybe you might go to another crypto guy. There's a lot of them out there who are doing this and have a little bit of more knowledge in the space than maybe you have by yourself. So that's my first thing, is to remind you that it would be wise to surround yourself with people who are in the know about this, and have a sense of community, because it is a intimidating situation to do by yourself. A volatile asset like this is really tricky. I've seen it with friends of mine. It really plays a role in your emotions. So that's the second thing I would recommend personally for myself is to keep an eye on my emotional state while I have these assets. For example, if you are in for the long run, then I would embrace it, accept it, and understand like, hey, I'm going to be holding on to this for 10, 15 years. I would look at it like I threw it away, forget about it, almost pretend it's not there, and just let it sit unless I had really, really good insight into what I should do with something like this. So that would be my main advice to you when you're doing these kind of things, is to really take your time with it and surround yourself with people who can help you with these things. And if you do have an opportunity to make a move on it, make sure that you have really solid insight on it, and keep an eye on your emotional state while you are participating in anything with the crypto market, because the volatility is very intimidating, and there have been people who have taken it really hard. And ideally, you don't want to be one of those people. You want to be one of those who are thriving, feeling confident, and feeling good about the decisions you're making. So try your best to surround yourself with those who could potentially help you with that. All right. Now, finally, this is my last piece of insight that I would offer to myself, is when you are dealing with assets such as these, I would like to personally diversify these assets best you can. So we got Bitcoin, which is the big gun. Then we have Ethereum, which is right there. You definitely would probably do better to continue to diversify your assets. And for me, I like the bigger guys. I don't necessarily see them going down unless it's a strategic method for a potential type of write-offs. I can't see the majority of those with solid income, with influence, allowing themselves to be duped by some of these guys going down. So if you have an opportunity to jump in and it looks right, you have some insight on it, you have a community that can guide you, I would definitely jump in. I would recommend for myself that I would probably take a peek at Bitcoin a little bit more than Ethereum. I would go with those heavy hitters for me, because again, I think that the majority of those who have it are some big timers with a lot of influence, and I don't see them getting duped unless it's some sort of strategic method so that they could potentially get the write-offs. So that's what I would recommend for me when I'm done with crypto. So anyway, if you found value in this video and it's helped you out a little bit, then I'm going to go ahead and remind you that this would be a great time for you to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you have any other questions or just like to talk about anything, go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll try to get back to you as best we can. We're all in this together when it comes to trying to figure out more about this market. So let's go ahead and continue on in a community of doing so. And we will see you soon in the next one. Be well.